Air Force takes the field in 2018, taking aim at the 10th bowl appearance in the Troy Calhoun era. The Falcons narrowly missed out on a bowl berth last season, snapping a streak of 4 straight years of playing in the postseason. Hi, I'm Jesse Kurtz in the Mountain West Network studio. Air Force returns 13 starters from a team that went 5-7 a year ago. Here's what you need to know this season as we count down to kickoff with the Air Force Falcons. Quarterback Arion Worthman is healthy and back for his senior year. Over the last 2 seasons, Worthman started 15 games in which he accounted for over 3,100 yards of total offense and 33 touchdowns. Now in his senior year, this future Air Force officer is primed to lead this offense with a tough, never surrender attitude.
I mean, that's just how he plays. I don't think he can change a player's style because then you affect his whole game. You know, he wants to lower his shoulder like that, and I think that's what makes him such a good quarterback, especially running the option. You know, he's a physical guy, and he's going to bring the hammer sometimes, and I really think that helps him out a lot. Would I like my quarterback to get it that much? Probably not, because I mean, that's my job, right? But it still works out pretty well.
Tremendous work ethic, highly unselfish, extremely tough, very disciplined, persistent, can block out distractions, and somebody that really takes great pride in being able to serve their country.
Senior Ron Cleveland is poised to, once again, be one of the Falcons' top offensive playmakers. The wide receiver averaged 9.5 yards per carry and 23.7 yards per reception last year. He has the skill to make would-be tacklers miss in the open field and the speed to outrun them.
I have no idea how he does it, but somehow he always turns the corner. No matter who's trying to chase him down, he can always outrun that person. And it's crazy. He always gets around that corner, and it's at least 10 yards. It's seriously, I have no idea how he does it. I can't explain it.
Erik Coppola was the top defensive playmaker for the Falcons last fall, starting the first 3 games of the season, which included an 8-tackle effort against Michigan, in which he also recorded 1.5 sacks. But his season was cut short after blocking this punt against San Diego State and was sidelined for the rest of the season with a broken collarbone. But not before he made 15 tackles and forced a fumble against the Aztecs that night. Now healthy, Coppola will anchor the Falcons' defense in the secondary with a fierce style of play.
He's so smart, and he knows the defense so well, and he knows offensive tendencies so well, and he's so committed to the team, committed to Air Force football, and committed to his brothers on the team, to where when he's around, you know it's business. Like, you know that he's going to take care of business, and you better play your all out because you know he's going to put everything on the line for you.
Air Force kicks off the season with a pair of non-conference games versus Stony Brook and at Florida Atlantic before conference play kicks off at Utah State. The first weekend in October will feature the first leg of the race to secure the Commander-in-Chief's trophy when Navy invades Colorado Springs, a game that has significance well beyond the football world.
I went on a research opportunity this summer and had a random officer come up to me and say, "Hey, do you play Air Force football?" And I was like, "Yes, sir." He said, "Why didn't you win the Commander-in-Chief trophy last year?" And I said, "I don't know." He said, "Well, we need to get that back. The expectation is that we should always have the trophy."
I've talked to a couple of generals that literally just say, like, you make my job a lot easier when you're winning. So, like, that's pretty huge. I mean, those are important people. So just, like, knowing that and, like, just knowing that it's a morale boost and stuff like that, it's really cool. And, like, really, like, not a lot of people get to play a game like that. And we get to play it twice a year every year. So I think that's just really fun, really cool, and I hope we can get it done this year.
I think there's a lot of reasons that Air Force can look forward, certainly, to this upcoming season. Number one, offensively, you look at the wide receivers they have, and Marcus Bennett and Gerard Sanders both played a lot last year. They're veterans, and they come back, and they're certainly hungry. There's no doubt about that. I think defensively, you look at a club that gave up 5.9 yards a carry, and they have to get better, right? But they've got a big and good front line with Mo Fafita up front. And then you look at Lakota Wills. He's a sophomore linebacker. He is really, really good. They've got a secondary that's more experienced. They can't get much worse in terms of stopping the run, but I think they'll do a much better job of doing that. And I think they'll be better in terms of pass defense. So I think there's a lot of areas where Air Force A needs to improve, but B will improve because very simply, they're a year older and they're a year wiser.
Thanks, Jim. Once again, Air Force kicks off the 2018 season on September 1st with a home game against Stony Brook. This countdown to kickoff has been brought to you by Mountain America Credit Union, the official credit union of the Mountain West. From the Mountain West Network studio, I'm Jesse Curtis.